Hey everyone, alright, so in this video, let's discuss emotional Disney nighttime spectaculars. I got an excellent question from a subscriber. You know the drill, I'm gonna read you the question and we're gonna dig right in. So the question comes from Rio Nagazawa. And they're asking, have you ever cried when you're watching a Disney park show? If yes, what was that show? For me, Fantasmic and Remember Dreams Come True. Moved to my heart and I can't stop crying every time. Well, thank you so much for this question. Yeah, I have cried a million times at Disney shows. I am the biggest baby when it comes to nighttime spectaculars. Like Rio mentioned, Fantasmic, I cry, Remember Dreams Come True, Disneyland Forever, the Main Street Electrical Parade. I cry during almost all the shows, but in this video, I really want to dig into the specific moments, the scenes where, it just hits me like a ton of bricks. So in terms of Fantasmic, I love the new version of Fantasmic. The 2017 version is absolutely phenomenal. But there's one part that they cut out that makes me really sad, that used to make me cry like a baby every single time. So with the original Fantasmic, during the princess medley, when all the princesses would come out, there used to be Snow White and the prince would come out on that, that raft, and they would have their turn in the spotlight. That scene would just rip my guts out every single time. And you guys are probably thinking, like, why that scene? Why Snow White? It's just, I'm watching this show, and there's all these animated features from various decades. And it's spectacular, okay? It gives me goosebumps even thinking about it. And then Snow White comes out. The character, the film that started it all. She's the reason why all these other films, Dumbo, Pinocchio, Peter Pan, she's the reason why all those films are in this show in the first place. Okay? So when Snow White comes out, I got goosebumps and I would just choke up. Knowing that she's the reason, she's the character, she's the film that started everything. Her connection to Walt, and knowing how Walt was so inspired and in love with the story of Snow White. That moment when Snow White comes out and she has her moment in the show where she's the focus, it just gets me right here in the feels every single time. So that's a big moment for me in Disney Nighttime Spectaculars. I know that Snow White is no longer in Fantasmic, and I am upset over that. She was replaced by a worthy successor, Rapunzel, who I love as well, but nothing will be the same like Snow White. Snow White started all of this. Snow White is such an important character to Disney history. So yeah, that Snow White section in Fantasmic would have me bawling like a baby every single time. Another big scene or segment in Disneyland history is Disneyland Forever, the big nighttime spectacular fireworks show for Disneyland Forever. For Disneyland's 60th anniversary. The very beginning scene, the lights go out and those spotlights shoot up in the air, okay, and using projection mapping, they turn all of Main Street into an orange grove. And the announcer says over the loudspeaker, over 60 years ago, you'd be standing in the middle of an orange grove. But one man, instead of an orange grove, he saw a magic kingdom. That man's name was Walt Disney. That opening scene, it kills me every time. I get choked up like crazy. That is a powerful, powerful scene. It's one of the best segments, one of the best intros to any Disney show. I love that part. Very emotional. Another very big emotional moment in Disney Nighttime Spectaculars is the intro to the Main Street Electrical Parade. I grew up on the Main Street Electrical Parade. I love that parade. It's part of my childhood. It's part of my fiber. It's everything inside me. So when I watch that parade and the lights go out and you hear whoa, dun, 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 it kills me. It kills me. I'm a mess. That opening segment to the Main Street Electrical Parade is so incredibly powerful to me. I love it. I absolutely love it. I tear up every single time. Another big show for me, and I don't know if a lot of you guys will actually remember this, but in like the early 2000s, I don't know if I'm getting my dates right, but it was like 2000 or 2001, Believe There's Magic in the Stars. Now, I'm not talking about Believe in Holiday Magic that Disney plays every Christmas. I'm talking about the non-holiday version of Believe. It was one of Steve Davison's, the show director for a lot of these shows. It was one of his first projects. And that entire show has me in tears. Absolute tears. If you guys have a chance, I don't know, a lot of my viewers, if you're younger and you don't remember seeing that show in person, go ahead and go on YouTube and Google and search Believe Magic in the Stars. The show is phenomenal. You will love it. It's really powerful stuff. It's Disney at its best. That's another show that would have me weeping like a baby. But those are just a few examples. I'm telling you, I am such a baby when it comes to Disneyland stuff. I cry for almost everything. But what are some of the most emotional nighttime shows that you've experienced? What are the segments and scenes that get you, that get you emotional, that give you goosebumps? Comment below. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Rio, thank you so much for your question. I really do appreciate you watching. I know you're from Japan, Tokyo Disneyland. Thank you so much for all your support. I really do appreciate it. Guys, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think about the video. And as always, have a magical day. Bye-bye.